What's up, guys? Welcome to Blake's Garage. I'm gonna try to record all this stuff. I'm throwing the GoPro Hero 8 on my head. I had to go grab a new pop rivet gun yesterday at the store to install this window regulator. So I'm gonna go over real quick how to install a window regulator. Also, I was having an issue, so I actually tried doing a live stream of this and basically failed. So I guess we'll kind of just edit this up real quick with the new pop rivet gun and that sort of thing. But I also had an issue. Once I got all the stuff in, my motor was being a pain in the butt. It would go down, but it did not want to go back up. Now, I actually realized that the door switch right here in the door was not working correctly. Uh-oh. It's actually not working 100% right now either. It's actually stuck in there. I modified that last night with a zip tie and a blowtorch. So yeah, that was my my remedy for that. And the shaving is not like super clean on it, so that's what's going on. It's just not the cleanest thing right now. Let me break that off and try it again. Okay, much better there. But basically I just added a bit of plastic because it was worn down, and that was part of my issue. I was having these lights staying on when I was driving, and I was like, oh, hey, I think I know what the issue is. And then after that, I was like, wow, maybe I can finally program that remote after fixing this. Once I programmed or fixed this, I was able to program my little remote control that I purchased, because my car does have an alarm system. So now, awesome, this thing's actually programmed in, which is super cool. Not working right now because the door's open, but that is totally rad. So anyways, I think that was the problem, is that it wasn't allowing me to go back up. If you need a temporary fix on a window to get it up, I recommend take the window regulator out, use something along the lines of this, and you know, then you can kind of just have it chilling and that sort of thing. Once you get the window fixed, you're gonna want to figure out, you know, just how is your window working, how's it sliding, is everything lubed up well, and that sort of stuff. These are the main failure ports right here. These little tabs, I like to replace those. I actually pop these in with the window, with the little tabs here, and it seems to work pretty well. But what I want to do right now is kind of get out of the way that issue that I had, and I'll hook it up and I'll show you guys what's up. All right, so first off, I got some gloves on. I'm actually reusing a pair of gloves, believe it or not. Trying to use these sparingly right now, and yeah, these gloves are so good that you can use them twice for working on cars, stuff like that. Okay, here is my new window regulator. I say new, it's not new, it's from eBay, but the new to me window regulator. And there's these little plugs it came with, which I don't need, but they just kind of showed that they cut it off. Now I'm gonna put this on here real quick. I want to just power this up, and I think this should probably be a good idea to do for anybody that's putting in a new one, is just check to see if it works. I was having issues with this yesterday, and I want to try this out again. I think I know a way to reset this. So put the key in the ignition. You can turn it to the first position. Is actually fine, I think. Yeah. See that? It's kind of moving. I need it to move more. I think if I hit this, yeah, and keep doing that, it's gonna go up higher and higher. There we go. Okay, so before, because of the way that the freaking window works, it has that limit, right? It goes up the last little bit when you open a door. So that's perfect. All right, great. I think this is actually gonna work out now. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna reinstall this. If you haven't done it already, you basically just drill out these rivets, you take out a 10mm bolt or whatever kind of nut you have behind here, and you put this thing in. It's honestly pretty straightforward, but it takes a little bit of effort. This matters. We do need to lube up this railing, so keep that in mind. You're gonna want to spray some like silicone or some sort of lube in there to get that all cleaned up. Clean out any junk that you have in the door. That way we don't get any rattling down the way. You're gonna be like, what the hell is that? And it's just a little barrel from all the pop rivets that I've drilled out of this door. Watch out for spiders, obviously. Depending on the pop rivet gun, it's gonna have, you know, different size rivets here. I'm just gonna remove the tip real quick so we can get the one for the appropriate rivet. I am using these rivets right here. These seem to be working good for me. I've almost gone through a whole box, which is like 40, and in the process I ended up breaking my rivet, my old rivet tool, so that kind of sucked. Now you just want to find which one goes in, which it is that one. So we're gonna use the little tip, the appropriate tip. So drill it out real quick. It's pretty simple. Just use a bigger bit and they will pop off pretty quick. That's how you take them off. I've seen some people use a grinding tool. Nah, just be careful with be careful with that, and dude, you'll have absolutely no issues because that is easy. I grabbed some other rivets. Maybe these will be better. The little ball seems to be a little bit thicker. Do this with, some people change out the hardware and do it with like screws and bolts and that sort of thing. I don't necessarily like that way. So right here you got the little screw. This position, from what I see when I installed it, this little eccentric kind of part, like right here, you can make it go up or down. What I noticed when I did the window, it made the window go like this, tilted the window forward or backwards. So kind of keep that in mind. That's the adjustment there. So don't just send that and forget it. You're gonna want to actually kind of tune that in and make sure that your window's, you know, doing the appropriate things. We're trying to do this once, do it right. And remember that door switch thing, guys. If your motor quits out on you and it's being super stupid, all it's doing is going down or not moving, you may have screwed up the limits. That's what I did. I screwed up my limit switches. The motor wouldn't move, dude. The motor would not move. It was really annoying, really, really annoying. And we want this to be straightforward. Not a lot of people will talk about that in this. There's also another way to reset your limit switches from the door, from the outside using the key. For whatever reason, my car does not work with my key. I'm probably gonna have to address that next as I've cleaned up most of the other issues. But obviously using a key on your car is kind of a big deal. I don't know. Most people enjoy when a key opens their car. Just one of those things. Okay, pop rivet time. We're gonna make sure we have this nice and tight. Woo! Oh yeah, solid as hell. This rivet tool works a lot better. I'll tell you what, my other one needed less of a squeeze, so that's something else. Oh, and if you didn't notice, right here is the tool I could have used to take it off, but I didn't see it right away. But that's for this piece. Boom. Just now noticed that. I wasn't sure if that was in the package or not, but found it. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and install this rivet right here. Yeah, just don't let it click as far, and that way you don't have to open your hands as much. All right. I'm probably gonna have to drill that one out again. That one did not get tight enough. That's one issue you may run into. You need to watch when you're doing it and just make sure that make sure it gets tight, you know. You want to make sure all these are very clean and pre-lubed. Okay, that one's good. Move this one till we get a good spot. That one's good there too. Very, very nice. Okay, so now I'm gonna go all the way down. And I'm setting that down position. Now we're going up. Dude. Okay. That's pretty good there. We're gonna go all the way up. Cool. And now this is where I'm talking about kind of that position of the window, right? So when we were going up, kind of notice, see how it's tilted back? We don't want that. We want to make sure it's nice and even when it's going up. And that looks to be good right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and torque it down right there. That's what I'm saying. It kind of tilts the window situation and makes it work. So Okay, so besides cutting those out and re-pop riveting them, look at this, guys. We're gonna go ahead and shut the door. Okay, go all the way down, limit switch down, hold it, go up, press and hold right there. Okay, now I want to open. Now it made the window go down because that switch is working, and then now it puts the window back up. So that is absolutely awesome. It's working very well. Like I said, I just got to rivet those down a bit more and get them a little bit better. Look at that. Torquing out. That looks really, really good. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it on that. After that, I will install my door card. I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up, redo it, and get that back on. Definitely recommend to buy new clips. I'm gonna have clips down below for you guys. Also, Gorilla Glue is what you're gonna wanna use, or some sort of glue to repair the door card. I'll leave a link to these pop rivet tools down there as well, and probably just some eBay links as far as, like, you know, where you can buy this motor and assembly. I think this was $175 for the regulator and the motor. If you're having that issue with the limit, it's only going up in a little bit, try to reset it. Make sure that little door switch is working. That may be your issue. Honestly, it could have been my issue. I might have just not even troubleshooted that down and just kind of related it to having a bad motor, just because it's like, oh, the motor's bad, right? It's kind of the easy way out. Oh, I just need a new motor. No, maybe I didn't. And I actually purchased a motor the other day. I bought two. I didn't even realize I bought two. It's cool because I'm gonna have a backup. One of these motors will probably go out. If not, who knows, I'll sell it. But I had the same issue and I'm like, dude, this sucks. Whatever, I get another one. And yeah, that had to have been it. It's just that limit. So keep that in mind, guys.